read about harmful microorganisms. So in the previous segment, we read how microorganisms are useful to us. But in this segment, we are going to study how microorganisms can be harmful to us. So microorganisms are harmful to us in many ways because they spread disease, spoil food, crops, and damage things like clothes, paper, leather, etc. So they are harmful to us. The major cause for disease are microorganisms. They are also the factor that contributes to spoilage of food, and they also spoil our crops. They damage clothes, paper, leather, etc. So now disease causing microorganisms. So microorganisms that cause disease in plants and animals, including humans, are called germs or pathogens. Okay, so the disease causing microorganisms are called germs or pathogens. So microorganisms can cause disease in plants and animals, and including human beings also. So disease in humans. The germs that cause disease enter in our body in various ways. Okay, they may enter through air. How? When a person suffering from cold or flu coughs, sneezes, or spits, germ may enter in air. Okay, when a person suffering from cold or flu, if he or she coughs, sneezes, cough means khasna, sneezes, छींकना, spit, थूकना. Okay, so when a person suffering from cold or flu coughs, sneezes, or spits, then what happens? Germ enter in the air. Then a healthy person often suffers from this disease by inhabiting inhaling such infected air. Some diseases that spread through air are tuberculosis, mumps, measles, chickenpox, polio, common cold, flu. These are the diseases that can spread through air. These are airborne disease. Some diseases such as ringworm and flu are caused by direct contact with a sick person. Some diseases like chickenpox, common cold are caused by viruses. The chickenpox, common cold are caused by viruses. Disease caused by viruses actually spread by physical contact with infected person. So disease can spread through air, disease can spread by physical contact or direct contact also. Sometimes germ may enter through contaminated food and water and cause disease like cholera, diarrhea, typhoid, etc. Okay, through contaminated food and water also. Germs or pathogens can enter our body through contaminated food and water also. Uncooked food, especially meat, may contain pathogens. These pathogens get killed when food is cooked properly. So we must not eat uncooked food because especially meat, it should be cooked very properly because they may contain pathogens, and these pathogens gets killed only when the food is cooked properly. But if you eat food that has not been cooked properly, the pathogen may survive and may make you ill. Okay, so the various ways by which pathogens enter in our body are through air, by direct contact, or through contaminated food and water. Some microorganisms enter through insects like mosquito, flies, etc. They carry germs and may cause many diseases like dysentery, malaria, and dengue. For example, a female Anopheles mosquito bites an infected person, the malaria germs are carried by it. So these diseases such as dysentery, malaria, and dengue are spread by insects such as mosquito. Malaria is carried by female Anopheles. Okay, male Anopheles feed on the juice of plant, but female Anopheles, they bite the person. They feed on the blood of a person. So when female Anophele bites an infected person, it becomes the carrier, and when this Anopheles bite another person who is not infected, who is healthy, the malaria germs are carried by it. The female Anopheles transfers the germs to healthy person. So malaria is spread by female Anopheles. The house flies often sit on flit, because of which germs get stuck on their body. These houseflies are also a carrier of germs. They sit on flit. That means stool or faces. So housefly often sit on flit, which carries germ, which the germ get stuck on their body. And when these houseflies sit on uncovered food, they leave the germ on food, and one may fall sick by consuming such food. So we must not eat uncovered food, because housefly may have sat on it and may have spread the germs. Insects such as female Anophele mosquito and Aedes mosquito can transfer pathogen from one person to another. Female Anopheles it spread malaria, and female Aedes it spread dengue. Okay. So they are called carrier of disease. These insects such as mosquito and houseflies, they are called carrier of disease. So female Anopheles is carrier of malaria, and female Aedes is carrier of dengue. Disease in plants. Microorganisms such as viruses, bacteria and fungi cause disease in plants, crop plants, vegetables and fruit. Bacteria cause a disease called blight in rice plant that appears as pale green lesions on leaf of plant. Citrus canker is a bacterial disease, and it affects citrus fruits such as orange and lemon. It is spread by air. So microorganisms cause disease in plants also. But they can cause disease in crop plants, they can cause disease in fruit plants, they can cause disease on vegetables. So blight is caused by bacteria. It is a disease in rice plants. What happens in this disease is the leaves appears to be pale green. Citrus canker is a bacterial disease. It is caused by bacteria, and it affects citrus fruits such as orange and lemon. It is spread by air. Tobacco mosaic viruses cause tobacco mosaic disease. Viruses also cause mosaic disease in mustard, cauliflower and cabbage. Fungus causes serious disease in potato called potato blight. It causes rust and smut disease in wheat. Mildew causes disease in rose plant and other seasonal flowering plants. So they cause diseases in gooseberries and grapes also. So you can see that microorganisms are so dangerous that they cause disease in human beings, they cause disease in animals, and they cause disease in plants. So here we study about the types of disease that is caused in plant. Blight is the disease in rice plant. Citrus canker is the disease of citrus fruit. Potato blight is the serious disease that occurs in potato plant. And mildew is the microorganism that causes disease in rose plant and other seasonal flowering plants. So microorganisms also cause disease in wheat, in which it causes rust and smut disease. It also causes disease in gooseberries and grapes. So microorganisms can also cause disease in animals. Bacteria, Bacillus anthracis causes dangerous disease called anthrax in cattle and humans. It is transmitted by consuming grass infected by this bacterium. So when cattle or animals consume grass infected by this bacterium, Bacillus anthracis, anthrax is caused. Virus cause foot and mouth disease in cattle. It is transmitted by coming in contact with the diseased animal or by air. So what is tanning of leather? Tanning of leather is making it soft so that it can be used to make bags, shoes and belts. How microorganisms help in this process? They help in this process by loosening the leather. How do microorganisms clean environment? They clean environment by decaying the unwanted substance, decaying the dead plants and animals. They clean the environment. They decay dead plants and animals and convert it into humus, which is useful to the environment, and in the same way they clean the environment, they clean forest floor also. What are different ways by which microorganisms cause disease in humans? So different ways by which microorganisms cause disease in human are, they can be transmitted by air, they can be transmitted by contaminated food and water, and they can be transmitted by physical contact. What are diseases caused by microorganisms in plants? So microorganisms cause disease, various types of disease in plants such as blight, potato blight, citrus canker, etc. Now communicable disease and their prevention. So how can we prevent this communicable disease? Just it has become very important now that we know all the method of prevention, because prevention is better than cure, and the disease which do not have any cure, then prevention is the only method. So just concentrate here how to prevent disease, how to prevent communicable disease. Communicable disease are the disease that gets transferred from one person to another or from animal to person. So disease can be transferred from an infected person to healthy person through air, water, food, or direct contact are called communicable disease. So common cold, conjunctivitis, typhoid, chickenpox are communicable disease. Communicable disease are also called infectious disease. So how to stop this transmission? So we should maintain personal hygiene by taking regular bath, keeping nails clean and short. Okay. We must keep the house and surrounding clean. We should not let garbage accumulate and see that drains are clean and covered, because if drains are not covered, then house flies will sit on them and they will become the carrier of disease. Also, it will give rise to mosquito. All doors and windows have a wire mesh to prevent entry of flies and mosquitoes, because maximum disease are caused by this flies and mosquitoes. They are the carrier of germs. They are the main carrier of germs. Do not allow anybody to spit anywhere. Spitting anywhere is a very bad habit. Okay, if we spit, then flies sit on them and they carry the pathogens. All children should be given proper vaccination after birth in order to protect them from many diseases. Many diseases which do not have any cure, which do not have any treatment, which do not have any medicines. Vaccine is the only method. So children must be given proper vaccine after birth for those diseases whose treatment has not been discovered. If a person is suffering from disease, the personal belongings of the disease, the patient should be kept separately. It should not be touched. If it is touched, then the person must disinfect himself. Keep the infected person away from others so that the infection may not be transferred. While coughing, ask the infected person to keep a handkerchief on nose and mouth so that the infected particles do not suspend in air. Boil the water for 10 minutes to ensure it becomes germ free, because the disease can spread to contaminated food and water also. All food items including vegetables, fruits, sweet milk, etc. should be kept covered. Not only this, all the food items that is consumed by us should be kept covered. We must not eat uncovered food, any food that is uncovered. So we should avoid eating outside. The food that is uncovered is very, very dangerous. Wash fruits and vegetables before use, so that if any bacteria, virus or fungi is sitting on it, it may be killed. Avoid eating and buying cut fruits, vegetables, etc. for market, especially if it is left uncovered. Okay, wash all utensils before using them for storing food, milk or water. Wash your hands before cooking food, before eating food and after using the toilet. So wash your hands. Keep the house and office well ventilated to allow adequate sunlight and air to come in, so that all the suspended microorganisms may be killed by the sunlight. And all mosquito breed in water. To prevent them from breeding, do not let water to collect anywhere in our surrounding. So do not put an empty bucket or tire on the roof, so that because mosquito breed in stagnant water. In the next segment, we will be studying about food poisoning.